Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Apostle John recorded a striking vision. He described a woman wrapped in scarlet and purple, adorned with gold and pearls, holding a golden cup overflowing with filth. Across her forehead was written a title that has bewildered generations: Mystery Babylon. John's description is a historical paradox. By the time he wrote these words, the physical city of Babylon had been a ruined, sun-baked wasteland, dead for centuries. If the literal city was nothing but dust, why would biblical prophecy treat it as a major, active player in the events at the end of the world? This suggests that Babylon functions as a code. It represents a spiritual system of human rebellion that did not die with the city, but continues to influence the world today. This system traces back to Genesis, the construction of the Tower of Babel. This massive, tiered structure was a collective statement of independence. The text describes humanity attempting to build a tower that would reach the heavens, a literal effort to approach the divine on their own terms. Their choice of materials is telling. They used manufactured brick instead of natural stone. In biblical symbolism, stone represents the work of God, while brick represents the work and industry of man. Their stated goal was to make a name for themselves, a direct rejection of God's authority in favor of self-determined glory. This provides the first definition of the Babylonian system. It is the architecture of human pride, placing man's effort and reputation above the divine. This system operates through 6 specific principles that writers like Jim Garish identify as the core of Babylon's spiritual influence. First is pride, the drive to seek personal legacy and self-glorification over the recognition of God. Second is idolatry. This involves the subtle mixing of worldly customs into religious practice, a process that began when ancient Babylonian traditions were imported into Rome and eventually the early church. Third is covetousness. Revelation 18 describes Babylon merchandising everything from gold and wine to the very souls of men, a pattern seen when spiritual truths are treated as commercial products. Fourth is sorcery. While the prophet Isaiah mocked Babylon's reliance on stargazers, the underlying principle is a reliance on any source of spiritual instruction other than the Word of God. Fifth is adultery, symbolizing the compromise and dilution of faith as it blends with the world's values, losing its original purity. The final principle is murder. This refers to the historical pattern of corrupted religious systems persecuting those who maintain a genuine, uncompromised testimony. In the book of Daniel, Babylon is the golden head of a statue representing world empires. This suggests that these spiritual principles aren't just religious ideas, but the intellectual engine directing global political and economic systems since 586 BC. Understood this way, these 6 pillars form a humanistic framework that shapes the priorities and structures of modern civilization. Biblical prophecy describes this entire system eventually collapsing. Daniel saw a rock, not cut by human hands, crashing into the image of this world system and turning it to dust. This rock represents the Messiah. The prophecy indicates that his government will replace the Babylonian order entirely. Because of this coming judgment, the book of Revelation issues a direct command: "Come out of her, my people." This isn't a call to physically leave a city or even a specific building. It's an internal shift, a decision to remove these Babylonian principles of pride and compromise from the human heart. But leaving one system requires finding another. You cannot simply exit. You must have a destination. The biblical alternative is Zion. This represents a return to a Hebraic heritage of humility, holiness, and the pure rule of God. The purity of Zion only becomes visible once the influence of Babylon is cleared away. It's an invitation to trade a system built by man for a city whose builder is God.